Welcome back to Urban Fitness Friday Focus, and today we're talking mental toughness. This is a little Friday Focus that's inspired by one of my favourite people to listen to at the moment, and that guy's name is Jocko Willink. Now, I'm sure some of you might have heard of him. Maybe a lot of you that listen to the Friday Focus might not have heard of Jocko Willink. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. He wrote a book called Extreme Ownership. He's also got a podcast, and one of the things he likes to talk about is mental toughness. And I'm going to try and relate to you guys and how it may be applicable to you on a daily basis when applied to your health and fitness goals or whatever it is you're trying to achieve when you go to the gym or when you think about going to the gym, etc. Okay, so how do you become more mentally tough? It's not something you can buy. It's not something you can go on a weekend course away and learn. It's not something you can rent. It's not something you can read a book and just become more mentally tough. And especially what Jocko would say is, how you become more mentally tough is you just become more mentally tough. And if you think of mental toughness as a repetition, say a repetition in the gym, every time you get a chance to practice mental toughness, that's an extra rep. And then you should put that into practice, okay? Let me break it down into some simple, small examples for you. And let me bring myself into this equation for the time, for this few minutes. And let you see from my perspective the mental toughness or mental battles that I face on a daily basis to just help you guys feel that you're not the only people that get this, okay? So, first thing in the morning, when the alarm goes off, okay, and you know it's time to get out of bed, you might have to get up 20 minutes early to do some mobility or some yoga, or you might want to get up and you might want to make a green shake. You know you've got to make a healthy breakfast. That is your chance to practice mental toughness. It's so easy, especially with weather like this, to hit the snooze button, roll over and sleep in, and then start to have to rush out of the house and knock out your mobility done, knock out your yoga done, knock out your run in, knock out your green shake, whatever it is. That's your chance to practice mental focus. Now, again, if I look at myself, it's just easier for me to talk about my experience with this, and then hopefully it relates to you guys. I mean, every single time it comes to going to training, to go into the gym or to go into jiu-jitsu, I always get that battle of, oh look, I might leave it today, I've got to do this. Or you might use the excuse, I've got too much work on, or the weather is just shit outside, or I've got to get home to the family, or whatever it is. They're all just excuses. Again, that is your ability to practice mental toughness. Now, I'm not saying I'm more mentally tough than anybody or the next person, but when it comes to those mental toughness battles, I realise them for what they are, and that isn't it your chance to practice putting things into or making the right decisions. It's your chance to practice making the right decisions when you are faced with easier decisions that potentially aren't the right ones that you want to make. Okay. Now, we can apply this to dietary advice as well. So, you might your coach might have given you a dietary plan. It comes to the evening, you're late in from work, you're hungry. Okay, you get in, the press is full of nice stuff, you know you've got chicken, rice and greens on the menu, and 2 seconds later there's 6 rice cakes gone and half a tub of peanut butter. That's your ability to practice mental toughness, okay? And as I said, even if I talk about my own perspective there for a second, something I've been doing on a daily basis since I studied the Wim Hof method is I've been finishing every single shower with 60 seconds in the coldest setting there is in the shower. And every single time I get into the shower, I say to myself, oh, I'm not going to do it today because it's just a bit cold outside, or I'm a bit late getting home, or I've got to get to this meeting. But I still do it every single time, okay? When it comes to recording the Friday Focus, okay? Every week it comes to recording the Friday Focus, I again try and come up with excuses. Again, I look at it for what it is. It's your chance to practice or apply mental toughness and make the right decisions. We're coming up on 50 episodes of the Friday Focus on the bounce, back to back. We haven't missed 1 week. I exercise my mental toughness repetitions every single week when it comes to that. Okay, guys? So, you know what you should be doing to get fitter and to get healthier. You know the decisions you should be making. Anytime you come up against these decisions and you know you've got the chance to go left or right, left being the direction you want to go, right being the direction you know you shouldn't, stop and think about it before you make the decision, and think of it as your chance to develop mental toughness. And I don't know anybody who doesn't want to be more mentally tough or known to be more mentally tough. And remember, guys, that when you do make the bad decisions, that feeling of knowing that you caved and you didn't make the right decision is way worse than the pleasure of not going to the gym for that few minutes or having that nice meal or whatever it is. Okay guys, short video on mental toughness. As always, keep your questions coming into the Friday Focus, and we'll see you next week.